that should be my intro because I love freaking doing that ASMR. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video to come hang out with me. So I am doing a new series on my channel and it's called Memory Lane and Makeup, where I sit here, it's kind of like a story time. I go through a memory from my life and I tell you about it. And yeah, so this is gonna be a whole bunch of fun. So I did a poll on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my Snapchat, and I asked what should my first memory lane and makeup be. And it was between my labor and delivery or the time I got arrested. So the majority, hands down, voted for the time I got arrested. Dun, dun, dun. So that is what this video is going to be about. I'm going to sit here, do my makeup, and tell you about this amazing story. Alright, let's get started. Let's go. Alright, so I already did my brows because they take the longest and I be having to focus. If I keep looking right here, that's because that's where the viewfinder is. I try to put my mirror over here to get it out of the frame, but it's just all over the place. Anyway, so I already asked permission. So this is really not my story, but I was guilty by association. So that's why I made sure that I got permission to tell this story. And this was even before I did the poll because I wanted to make sure, because it's not really my story, but you'll see. So let me set it up. Hold on. Hey babe.
I had to shave before I came on to do my close-up.
Not shave.
Yes, looking crazy like a damn fool.
Oh my god, you look cute all the time. All the time. Hold on, I gotta try to set you up somehow, some way.
Don't you look cute? My hair ain't even done.
My hair not done either.
I can't swing mine.
You can.
Well, it's in the closet. I should put it on.
I'm freaking done already with you. Like, already. This is why we probably would never be able to film together. We would get nothing done. Nothing. So what was the year? What year was it? Do you remember?
It was what, 2008?
No.
It was like 2008.
Could have been 2008 because you know Jayana had just turned 1, right?
Yeah, because remember, 2008.
She was born in 2006.
Oh, so it had to be 2007.
Had to be.
2007, yup.
Okay, so let me set it up real quick. So I was at Target and I don't know what I was doing. I was shopping and I was there with Terrell. Oh shit, should I say names? I probably shouldn't say names.
They can't incriminate us now.
Oh no. So I was there with the neighbor. I'm gonna have to edit that out. I was there with the neighbor and I get a call from Jay and I can't really remember what he said. I'm gonna have to call him after you, but he said something like, I had to come. No, I got a call from the police. And they said I had to come get Jayana. I was like, what? They was like, Jay has been arrested. You need to come get your daughter. And they was like, rude. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, he did have Yana with him.
Yes, because he had ran in to get his food.
You remember he was even going to Disney World within a couple of days.
Yep, and he ran to get his food. Well, he was about to do a sale. Then he ran to get his food. He left her in the car because it was like right there. And she was sleeping. He didn't want to take her out the car because she was sleeping. So then I get there. Well, I was scared because I was like telling Terrell, I was like, the cops got Jay, I gotta go get Jayana. And he was like, well, should I be getting rid of some stuff? And I was like, I don't know, because I don't know what's going on.
Right.
And so I went to get Jayana, and Jay was in the back of the car, the cop car, and he kept like trying to like, and I was like, what? I was like, what are you trying to tell me? What? And like, he was like trying to like say something, and I was like, what? Because I think they was trying to hold me, because I went to go get her and then I was coming straight back, but they was trying to like hold me up, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think they was trying to hurry up and get a, what do you call it?
What is that? Police?
A search
warrant.
Search warrant. So I think they was trying to hold me up, and he was trying to tell me like, hurry up, get to the house. But I still was like, and do what? Then what? Then what do I do?
Right.
So I got back to the house eventually, and then, is that when I called you?
That's when you called me. And I was driving the BMW. I was at the mall shopping. I never forget what I got. A rocker wearing black and silver hat with a matching backpack with diamonds on it.
Stayin' out here.
And I thought I was stunting because I was driving y'all's car. I thought I was doing big stuff. So I remember you called me and was like, Zach. I'm like, hello? Where the fuck are you at? I just left the mall and on the way back to the house. Hurry up and get the fuck here right now. Jay just got arrested. I'm like, what? So I start speeding down the highway.
Not speeding.
Inside the damn park in the development. And I remember seeing like jump out boys posted by the mailbox and by the entrance. Like cars like posted up. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I'm over the speed bumps and I pull up to the house. I didn't even park the car in the parking lot. Jump out the car. Come in the house. And you're like, I'm like, what's going on? He was like, I don't fucking know. Jay got arrested. 5 minutes later we hear
I was like, oh shit.
woman at the door. And you're like, Zach, get the door. So I open up. Well, I said, who is it? The cop said, you know who it is. You seen us. You was looking out the window. You seen us. Because I went into my room and looked out the window. And the cop said, you was looking out the window. You seen who it was. Open the door. So I opened up the door and he was talking about he wanted to come in and, search the house. And I was like, do you have a search warrant? And that's when he said that Jay gave them a verbal search warrant. I guess because Jay just knew he was going to get everything out the house.
And he thought.
Yeah, thought wrong.
Not Pinky in the brain. Because I was like, huh?
So the cop said, I have a verbal search warrant, which is just as good as a written search warrant. So my dumbass versus me saying, well, let me talk to Jay to see if that's true. I'm like, all right, come on in. Like, he's coming in for Christmas dinner. It was just him. A couple of them was following behind him.
Deep.
Oh my God, they handcuffed me to the damn kitchen chair. You remember, in the middle of the living room. I said, what the hell?
I was breastfeeding at the time, so my mom was there. Jayana was there. Jayana was still a baby and breastfeeding, and then my son was there, Shimon. And my mom was there because she had just drove down from Wilmington.
She came out the back. She came out the room and was like,
they was almost gonna get her too. I said, ho.
They was trying to get us all.
No, indeed you are not. And so I'm breastfeeding. They tearing up the house.
Yeah, with the dogs in there. It was like, what, 2 dogs wasn't in there?
Tearing up the house. And I mean like...
stuff everywhere.
Not even caring. And then they started getting rude. Because they had the door open. And I was like, well, can you shut the door? Because I'm breastfeeding my child. And then he slammed the door and was like, you need to figure out how you are not going to be going to jail yourself. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Sir?
They told me to stand up from the couch, and then that's when they handcuffed me to the damn kitchen chair. And you said, is this really necessary? Seriously?
Talking shit. Until I had my cuffs on. And I was like, oh, shit just got real.
But they took you out to the car first.
So let me tell you, first walking down the freaking sidewalk, so I have to set it up, like it was a trailer, a 3-bedroom trailer, 2 full baths, okay, bomb ass trailer, and it had like little steps down, like out the door, and then it has like a long sideway. He gonna runway walk down the sideway in his cuffs, and I'm like, what the hell, like we about to go to jail. I was blowing in the wind, hair just all the crazy. I'm up here getting nervous as hell because they done cuffed me now. And I'm like, oh, shit.
But you remember what I said to you when I got in the car? They put us in the same car. I said, Smoker, is your handcuffs too tight too? You looked at me and you said, shut the hell up. We about to go to jail.
You said, these cuffs is tight. Is yours tight? I was like, we about to go to jail.
I said, shut the hell up, Dad. We about to go to damn jail. Oh my God, they took us, right? And you remember the only thing that they could take out the trailer was shoes.
All his shoes. Like, they had like at least 4 or 5 cop cars full of his shoes.
Full of shoes. You remember the cop said it looked like Foot Locker in the house.
Yep.
Because they couldn't take nothing else because nothing else was in his name. Like his cars, nothing.
But they took, they found drugs and they found 2 guns fully loaded. Fully loaded too, like, ooh. And then, so when we got there, I'm gonna tell my story about when I was like, and when they try to interrogate me, but I need you to tell yours because I don't know what they were saying to you.
We're like what I was saying and doing to them. I gave them such a fucking hard time. Every time I turned around, I was like, can I get a cup of water? I gotta pee. And they had me handcuffed to the bench, like in a cell. So I kept going a ding-a-ling-a-ling, like with the handcuffs, the chain.
Oh my God.
They kept coming in there like, yes. I was like, can I get some water? Yes. So they gave me a cup of water, then they went out. And I was laying on the bench. I was like, God damn, these bitches is hard. I'm trying to get comfortable. They kept coming in there. They said, are you ready to talk? I said, talk about what? They said, talk about what we found, the guns and the drugs. I said, I have no clue of what you're talking about. And then they said, you have a lot of a clue of what we're talking about.
Oh.
You live there, don't you? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. So then they said, oh, you want to be a smart ass, huh? Oh, we got us a smart ass. And then the other cop came in there. I was like, oh, you're a little smart ass, huh? And I said to the cop, I promised God, I said, well, would you rather for me to be dumb or smart? I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing else to say, but can you please unhandcuff me so I can go to the bathroom? They was like, we're going to have a tough time with this one. We're going to have a tough time. Let's go see what the woman is talking about. And that's when they left and they went to you. They kept bouncing back and forth. They said, oh, so none of you, and then they came to me and was like, so none of you want to talk, huh? None of you want to talk.
Talk about what, sir? What are we talking about? What is we talking about?
The bench with their handcuff chains and kept saying I have to go to the bathroom. So they had to keep coming in there, let me go to the bathroom, unhandcuff me to go to the bathroom, give me some water. I just kept bothering them. Then they finally came back and said that Jay had ended up confessing to everything and taking all the charges. Then we had to call Denise and Lamar. Oh shit, we name dropping. Shit. 4 o'clock in the morning to come pick us up because we didn't have a ride back home.
Crazy.
They at least took us the fuck back home. They took us there.
Sure did. Like, had no ride, just looking dumb.
Yeah. Figured out who we gonna call. You said, yeah, call Denise.
Had nobody to come get us.
Yeah.
We didn't know we was going to jail that day. Well,
they were telling me that I was looking at like 2 years for conspiracy. Yes. That I could do 2 years for the guns and drugs because I didn't have any prior, but it's for conspiracy because I wasn't talking.
Yeah, they was trying to intimidate me too.
Yeah. I was, oh my God, I wanted to piss on myself so bad, but I was trying to play like I was a gangster. I was like, I said, lawyer, please. They said, oh, a lawyer? Well, we're sure you can't afford a lawyer since your brother's a kingpin. That's what they said to me.
What?
I said, I have no clue what you're talking about. I swear to God, that's what they said. And I said, well, like I said, lawyer, please. They said, oh, you won't need a lawyer when you're sitting in the feds doing 2 years for conspiracy because you don't want to talk. I still was like trying to play a tough guy, Tony the Tiger tough guy. And I'm sitting there almost shitting on myself like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it in prison. I ain't going to have no weave. I ain't going to be able to get no pedicure, no manicure. What am I going to do in prison? They ain't got no hair salon in prison.
You know I wouldn't survive. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make it.
Take my tracks out. They get ready to see my nappy ass kid if I go to prison. Cause you know I had you and Sade did my sewing. I'm like, they gonna have to cut my tracks out. I would look like Lil' Kim going to prison. Bald head, small head.
You stupid. Like, I had always asked my daughter's father, like, if anything was to pop off, like, I wouldn't know what to do. I try to be a law-abiding citizen, okay? I try. When the police called me, like, I wasn't really that worried at first because I was like, well, it's probably just like I'm dumb and, you know, it'll all be over and he'll be out. So Jay and I lived together, but we were not together at the time. We were co-parenting, but I was like about to get, you know, like my stuff together because I had just had Gianna and, you know, I was like trying to figure things out or whatever. But for the meantime, we were all staying in the same place. Zach was staying there too because we were just all like stacking our money before we like got our own spot or whatever. I'm thinking, you know, this is not a big deal until they like took everything out the house. And then I was like, oh shit. They was trying to take my mama. And I was like, oh shit, shit is getting real. I wasn't thinking nothing of it when they were like raiding the house and stuff. Until they put the mother freaking cuffs on me. Then I was like, oh shit. I can't go to jail. Like, I cannot go to jail. We get there, we're in separate rooms or whatever. And they are just trying to intimidate me so much. They were trying to intimidate me there at the house, but I was just like talking shit because I wasn't in cuffs. But now you got me down at this station, now I'm getting a little nervous. So they're steady saying, you know, you're the one we're trying to help in this situation. You're the one that has the children. You're the one that if you cooperate, we can get you the least amount of time because you have those kids to take care of. Don't you want to be there to raise your kids? And I'm like, you keep saying all of this, but like, again, like, what are you charging me with? Like, I did absolutely nothing. So like, that's not making me want to tell you anything. Like, you keep saying that, but again, prove it. So I'm still trying to hold my composure, like, whatever. But like, scared as hell. Like, then my stomach starts bubbling. And so like, every time they leave, I like have all this gas and I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to go to jail. Oh my God, I'm about to be in there and they about to take advantage of me. Like, I was so nervous. My stomach wouldn't stop. My stomach wouldn't stop gassing out. And then they would come back. Well, how does he have all those cars? And I was like, first of all, it's a 94 BMW with 20s. Your salary can't get you a 94 BMW? Then they were like, what about the other car? I was like, oh my God, I think he had like a Caprice, but another older car. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, you're not. And then they was like, well, what about that smell? You didn't notice that it smelled like marijuana? I said, well, actually it smells like skunk. And there's always skunks around the trailer, like all the time. Skunk. And it smelled like skunk. So he was like, I'm trying to help you here. Then he would leave again and I'd be like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is not gonna end well for me. Then he would come back. Well, how does he have all those shoes? Again, sir, he has a job. He's had a job since 15, 16. He's been collecting those shoes since he was in high school. Next question. Oh, they were so mad. So mad. So then, they couldn't get anything out of me, so then they left for good. And then I think that's when they came back and was like, I can go because Jay had admitted, he said, everything's mine, everything's mine.
No.
Loper. So, I don't remember Zach saying that they didn't have a search warrant, that they had your verbal.
No. They never asked for a search warrant.
So you verbally gave them permission? Zach said that they was like, we don't need a search warrant because he gave us verbal permission.
I don't think I did. Only thing I gave him was the address. Yeah, I just gave him the address. I don't think I told him where to go in.
How did they get you though?
Oh, I was set up. So they set me up. That's how they got me.
And so then when they took us all down to the station and was trying to get us to...
They was trying to get y'all to tell on me. But I already told them that the guns and the marijuana was mine.
They were still trying to question us.
I don't know why though. I don't know why they were trying to do that.
Because they was getting madder and madder, if that's a word. They were getting mad that we weren't saying like, it's yours, it's his.
Well, I already told them it was mine.
So what year was it though, exactly? Do you remember?
I think it was 08. It was around your birthday. Close around your birthday.
You sure it wasn't 07? Because that said 08 too, but I thought Jayana had just turned 1.
And I was born in 06.
Yeah.
07. No, it happened in 08.
That's what
it happened around March, around your birthday.
Yeah, because we were supposed to go to...
But I didn't have to turn myself in until like around June or some shit. Yeah, something like that.
And you ended up doing how much time?
08. It was 5 years and 5 months. No, it was 5 years and 9 months. So I would say 6 years. From 08 all the way to 2014.
So then after they let us go, because they ain't got nothing on us, Zach and I get home and we're like, oh shit, now what? So I think we ended up calling like places to get a bail bond for Jay to get him out. And I was just like, when I tell you my whole world was flipped upside down, my whole world was flipped upside down in one day. Like, in one freaking day. So we're able to get him a bail bondsman. So as soon as he's bailed out, he tries to like go and put his mom's name on his accounts so that they can't touch his accounts. But lo and behold, they still was able to snatch his money out of his account. He had a legal job too, but they still snatch. They even snatched Jayana's money from her account, and he had almost $20,000 saved up for her. And they snatched that because his name was on it, and it was the account that he opened for her. They probably checked my account too, and they probably was like, go and give her a couple bands, cause she doing bad. Cause I ain't in my account. Even after like all of that, when they tore up the house or whatever, I was really panicking because I had just got my income tax check, and again, there was nothing in my account. So I had just got my income tax check, and it was in an envelope, cash. And I was like, oh my God, if they find that, they are going to keep that. But in the midst of them, I guess, throwing stuff all around, they must have like tossed it with something, because when I had went back after I had got out, from doing my time, it was still there. So I was like, whew, thank gosh. This was also at the time when like pastries was popping, you know, pastries by the Simmons sisters, and I really freaking loved pastries. So I had like some new pastries, and they was like in a box, and I was like, ooh, when Jay had got out, I was like, look Jay, they ain't take my pastries, because they had taken all of his shoes. I was like, they ain't even take my pastries. He was like, because they don't want that garbage. First of all, pastries ain't garbage. So after they snatched all that, like, he was down bad. Because like this is all his money like that he's been saving up like for years. So then he had to like figure out how to get a lawyer or whatever And the plan was to get a lawyer out of state. And I was like, why would you want to get a lawyer out of state? He was like, because if I get a lawyer here, then like everybody knows each other, so you know, they could be like trading off favors. If I get one out of state, it'll work out better for me because they don't know anybody down here. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Well, that didn't end up happening. He ended up getting a lawyer from where we was from, right? And not only did he get a lawyer from where we was from, but he gets the lawyer that was like busted a few years prior for doing coke. I don't even know how he was still a lawyer. I'm still trying to figure that out. But he gets this lawyer, right? So we go to court, and like, even though him and I wasn't together, like, this is my daughter's father, so of course, like, I'm gonna be there for him because I don't want to see him down and bad. We're at court, and like, court is getting ready to start. Like, they're getting ready to start doing people's cases, and I don't see his lawyer, and I'm like, where's your lawyer? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, maybe you might want to call him because they can't really shut them doors. So they shut the door. Still nothing. They start the cases. Whoever's up first, whoever's fate is up. Next thing you know, the door busts open. Not only does the door bust open, somebody comes stumbling in. And I immediately look to Jay and I'm like, please tell me that's not your lawyer. And yep, sure enough, that was his lawyer. So I'm like, shit, you going to jail. I mean, yeah, we already knew he was going to jail, but you going to jail. Like, what kind of, oh God. I was just so irritated. I was just like, OMG, like, this really can't be. They do his little trial. Why did I say trial? They do his little court hearing, and I think he took a plea. Did you take a plea?
Did I take a what?
A plea.
Oh, yeah. I took a plea.
And that was the 5 years?
Well, the plea was 7. But I only did 5 years and 9 months. It was a good time.
Okay, so you didn't want to take it to trial?
Nah, if I would take it to trial, I'd be still in there. I wouldn't be coming home this time.
And so wasn't the plan though?
I was supposed to get a good lawyer.
Out of state?
Yeah, I was supposed to get a good lawyer. Yeah. Joe Hurley or some shit. I forget what his name was.
Who was your lawyer?
Oh, Kevin Howard. He was trash.
It was crazy. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I was depressed. One, because like this is my daughter's father. And two, like, not me raising this child by myself. It was just, when I tell you, it was like hard for me. Like, it was hard for me. So I ended up staying in that trailer too. And then you want to know what the funny thing is after that? So after he finally turned himself in and I was just like freaking out of it. Like I was so depressed. Like, I would barely get out of the bed, and his other brother would like come and check on me, and his best friend at the time, who is no longer living, rest in peace, held me down while he was in jail. The funniest thing after that was I got freaking jury duty. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, talking about bad timing. Like, y'all serious right now? Like, I legit got jury duty. So not only did y'all snatch my child's father, right? But now I gotta come here for what, a week? What is jury duty? A week? 2 weeks? And see y'all. The funny thing is that, like, because of what happened prior to, like, I was not allowed to be on a lot of those cases because of, what is it, conflict of interest? So because I was kind of involved, but not really, I wasn't able to do a lot of the cases because the defense attorney that put Jay away was the defense attorney on a lot of those cases. So basically I was just there for cases that I may have been able to do. And like, that was like a slap in the face to me because, like, again, I just watched y'all snatch my daughter's father out of my life, out of her life. And now I have to come here for a week or 2 weeks and see y'all. Like, I can't just be depressed in peace. No. Nope. I had to come and see y'all every day after the fact. So yeah, that was a lot for me. Like, I had never been through no stuff like that. I mean, I've been in trouble before, don't get me wrong, but I have never been arrested and interrogated. Woo! Jesus! And interrogated like that. This is why, like, Jay and I have such a close relationship, because he's the type of dude, like, that would not expect me to be some ride or die, like, to take the bid for him. Like, he would never let me do it. Even if I did say it was mine, he probably would have still been like, she's lying. Like, and I feel like that's how you know that somebody cares about you. That's how you know that someone is really down for you, because they don't expect you to do time for them. But he always felt like he was so untouchable, and he always felt like everything's gonna be cool. And I would always be like, what if something happens? Like, what am I supposed to do? And he would always be like, nothing's gonna happen. And then after a while, like, I started believing it, like, nothing's gonna happen. I will never forget that call a day in my life. I made sure to go see him as much as I could, keep his spirits up. That, like, broke me down, and I mean broke me down to have to see him like that. Even if he didn't say anything, which I knew he would, even if he never said anything, I still would never said shit, because when I care about you, when you are someone that is close to me, it's always gonna be us against the world. I don't care. Like, that's what I consider a ride or die. It's always gonna be us against the world. So if they would have been like, well, you about to do 2 years, I'm like, oh, shit, guess I'm about to do this 2 fucking years. Man, I don't know how I would have did it, but I still would have never said shit, because it's us against the world, regardless if we together or not. It's about them against us. And so, yeah, and plus, like, he wasn't doing anything, like, freaking crazy. Like, yeah, he had a gun. Protect his family, protect his house. Yeah, he was selling marijuana, which is practically legal everywhere now, almost everywhere. And why was he doing that? Again, to provide for his family. Like, he was saving and stacking for his child and himself. And he always said, and still to this day says, that he wants her not to have to worry or depend on no man ever. And you know, I freaking respect him. And like, him and I have like a bond, an unbreakable bond. And that's why whoever comes in my life would have to accept that, because ain't no drama here. And ain't gonna be no drama here. That mess was so funny. The way that Zach sashayed down the freaking sidewalk like it was a whole runway though, I was like, sir, we are about to go to jail. Do you not understand? Like, they're about to take our freedom. Jay, Zach, myself, and everybody else that was there will always have this memory, because I'm telling you, this situation proved how strong all of us were, not only as individuals, but how strong we were together, because we was not finna say shit. That is it for my first memory lane and makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it if you watched this whole video. If you participated in my poll when I asked which one I should do first, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do subscribe. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed the memory lane / story time, and turn on that bell. Turn on that bell, leave me a comment. Did you ever get arrested? Let me know. How was you feeling? Did you have gas? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but did you? I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Peace. Wait. Bye. Peace. Oh, and thank you to Jay and Zach for being in this video with me.